Well, here we are. It's Sunday morning, I think the 23rd or the 24th of June. I can't remember. And Carl and I are splitting up today. No gas required. I'm just going to get on the highway and start. It's, I think, 11 o'clock here, our time. And I think I've got a time change coming, so it's probably 12 o'clock, which is only going to give me about 4 hours riding time today. See you, man.
Very well, buddy.
Take care, man. Be well.
Yeah. Whew.
You almost ready to leave? Are you getting gas first?
Yeah, I'm going to get gas.
All right. Well, I'm not going to wait.
No problem.
All right. All right. You take care.
All right, you too.
All right. Be well. Bye-bye.
All right.
Safe riding, man.
Oh, you too.
By the way, you're going to go left.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I needed that last shit.
I figure I better tell you.
Oh, thank you.
See you, man.
All right, bye.
Bye. I'll just hop on the highway and start banging out miles. What have I got to do for the next 4 or 5 days? Might as well get started, get it done. You know? Hopefully I've got enough podcasts and music and all of that stuff to keep me occupied.
I was optimistic about the weather when I got on I-80 that morning. It was in the mid-50s when I left, but it was predicted to be about 65 degrees as I headed east. That never happened. After a couple of hours of riding, I had to pull over for gas and a hot cup of coffee. I was pretty chilled. It wasn't quite cold enough for heated gear, so I just took out my destination jacket and a warm pair of gloves, and that did the trick for the rest of the day. I could tell from looking at the weather map that morning that there was bad weather to the east, and eventually I was going to end up riding into it. I didn't have any reservations for the night because I wanted to make it as far as I could, even though I had gotten a late start. By about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I could see the weather in front of me, and I decided that I'd push as far as Cheyenne and get a place for the night. There was no avoiding the rain, and by the time I pulled into Cheyenne, hotel rooms were in short supply. Matter of fact, I went to so many hotels to find a room that I got lucky to snag one at the Quality Inn. I was kind of disappointed to only have done 260 miles, but tomorrow was a new day. I was hoping for better weather, and I definitely put on more miles with an early start. 260 miles down, about 2,000 to go. Monday morning, June 25th, started with breakfast at the Quality Inn, pack up the bike, and get on the road by 8:30. I wanted to do 500 miles today, and I knew that with stops for gas, rest breaks, bathroom, eating, even if I combined all that stuff, I was looking at probably a 10-hour day. I figured that around 4:30, when I took a break, I could call ahead and reserve a motel room. The scenery and terrain were about what you'd expect for Nebraska. Flat, with views to the horizon. Beautiful, really. For the most part, I had puffy clouds. And even though I had a patch of rain here and there, it was a beautiful day for riding. I had ridden about 450 miles when I pulled into the Microtel in Lincoln, Nebraska. It had been an easy day, about 10 hours, and I felt pretty good.
Well, it's, let me think, Tuesday, June 26th today. Not a bad day leaving Lincoln, Nebraska. Microtel was okay. You know, Microtel, it's okay. It was okay. It was more like a room on a ship, a small stateroom on a ship. So, know, not that great, but it was okay. I'm going to be traveling all the way across Iowa today. I'll end up somewhere near Chicago. If I get the 500 miles in, I'll be close to Chicago. I don't have reservations. Same thing as yesterday. I'll stop a couple of hours before I figure I'll end my day, pick a place, and call ahead. So that way I'll have no... It's a decent day, a little on the muggy side, and I suspect there's going to be rain today. Well, I just got off the phone with Carl, and he's doing good. Really glad we have these Cenas, man. We can still keep in touch with each other, make sure that we're okay, and keep each other company. Really can't beat them. Been hitting rain here for the last couple of hours, but checking the radar weather map, it looks to me like the worst of it's in front of me. There's like this big front that goes north to south. There's no getting around it. I'm just going to have to ride through it. Well, there it is. There it is. This is going to get ugly, I can tell. Really weird because right over there, blue skies. Up ahead of me, look at this. This is going to get ugly. Oh, here it comes. Oh, baby. This is not good. I'm going to have to pull. I can't see shit. I might have to pull over here at the next exit. Maybe you can get a room. I'll have to check the weather map. I hope there's some place I can hole up coming up here, because this is not good. Got some places with standing water on this road. Not good. Really not good.
I holed up at a Wendy's long enough to have lunch and a hot cup of coffee, checked the radar, and saw that I had about 57 more miles of rain and then clear skies beyond. I got back on the road. Sure enough, 57 miles into the ride, I got clear skies. You gotta love weather radar. I hit rain again about 50 miles west of Joliet, Illinois, which is where I spent the night. And not far after that rain, there was a double rainbow right over the road, almost like an arch. And I had the unbelievable experience of riding through a rainbow. Amazing. You're just surrounded by flashing colors. It's unbelievable. 490 miles for the day. Well, you gotta love Ohio. Dead stopped on the Ohio Turnpike. I have no idea why. I don't think it's construction. It's probably an accident. But the result is the same. The young lady from Massachusetts back there in that Jeep, very nice, very friendly. This is pretty much the first video that I've done today. Really not much to video. It's just banging out miles, trying to get home. I've got 236 miles for today so far, and this is really kind of screwing up my average speed, but it is what it is. Hopefully this loosens up here and we'll get going. That's it. All over and out. Well, that's not good. That's not good. After I passed through Cleveland and rode along the shores of Lake Erie, I dealt with a storm that was coming in from the northwest. It freaking poured. I stuck it out another 3 hours and about 200 miles, but by the time I hit Hamburg, New York, it just wasn't safe to ride anymore. The road was awful. There were big chunks out of it. There were pools of water sitting in the little divots in the road. So I just pulled over in Hamburg, spent the night. 538 miles for the day, and I was only about 500 miles from home. I woke up in Hamburg, New York Friday morning to dreary skies and weather forecasts of rain for most of the way home. I got on the road early and started to put some miles on, but at some point I needed gas and a cup of coffee and some breakfast. So I pulled over at one of those rest areas just on the side of the highway, and I got my chance to have a cup of Tim Hortons coffee. I got a breakfast sandwich too, and all of it was pretty good. While I was standing in line, I met another motorcyclist, and we actually sat and talked while we each had breakfast. We went out to the bikes after breakfast, said our goodbyes. I got gas, and he got on the road. I pulled into a rest area later in the day to get gas and use the bathroom, and there was my friend from the Tim Hortons. He was headed for Rhode Island, and I was headed for Manchester, New Hampshire. We decided to ride together for a while, and we split up somewhere in Massachusetts. 65 miles from home, I had my first and only mechanical failure of the trip. Voyager 12s are known for it. My speedometer cable broke. That's it. As I got off at my exit, I said the prayer I've been saying for 40 years of motorcycle riding. I thank God for getting me home safe one more time. But this time I added, and for giving me a miracle.